We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chet Steadman is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Digging in now, Jose Rincon, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Rincon.
First delivery to him on the way. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Really good at-bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
So now to the plate, Luis Ortiz. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, strike 2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
The 3-2 pitch. High pop up. Buckner shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Lenny Pruitt.
Next up for New York, Lenny Pruitt, first chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch.
That's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. Splitter taken here, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Again, another foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another one sent foul. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Next for the Mets, Brock Fernandez, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike called. Now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Pruitt at second with 2 down. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
One and two. Here it is.
2-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. So a full count now. Cam Park would be next. The payoff pitch. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. Mets leave 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Martin Stacy, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
So striding in, Adam Greenberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Greenberg.
Now here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rincon comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One out, nobody on. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball. That's inside.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Turned on down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Pitches high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fourth.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Buckner, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The set and the 2-0. And whoa, there's a swing he'd like back. It's 2-1 now.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Skied into straightaway right. Ortiz will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Now at the plate, Cam Hart. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Cam Hart.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2 is in off the plate. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 3-2 one more time is in there. A called strike 3. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Austin Anthony. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Jordan.
Now at the plate, Jason Jordan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Two out, nobody on. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Whoo, up and in.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The next Cub up, J.C. Embry, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Embry.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
No strike.
Now the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
3 balls.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. He spoils another one and will do it again.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. From the stretch, runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. In there, now the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this, great base running there.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. The catch will be made in front of the ivy. And now here comes the runner from third. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. Base is empty and 1 away following the sac fly. First offering on its way.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Liner towards second. And that'll be a base hit for Zobrist.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Grimes. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Runners on first with one down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
And that's low, ball 4.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
The pitcher, Chet Steadman, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. To second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
At the plate, Adam Greenberg. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Greenberg is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
Matty, this is the type of player that absolutely frustrates a pitching staff and frustrates the defense because you know the ball's getting put in play at all times.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Coming to the plate now, Bruno Montañez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Soft liner to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Martin Stacy.
So here now is the pitcher, Martin Stacy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 7, Jose Rincon.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Rincon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8, pitch 8.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. He reached on a single in his first try.
Fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Now here's the pitch. This is popped up. And there's out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready now, Sammy Sosa. First offering on its way.
Ball. 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
One out, nobody on. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Standing in now, Ryan Buckner, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-1.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runner at second here with one man out. And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 7.
At the plate, J.C. Embry, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out here and a runner at second. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rincon's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Luis Ortiz. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. It's down for extra bases, and the Mets have their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box now, Lenny Pruitt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Pruitt brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise. Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the stretch, sent on the ground out to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield, and the throw in gets away from him, and a diving effort, but this will just tip off his glove, and that's a base hit.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Into the box, Brock Fernandez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Now the 1-0.
Nope.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Cam Park waits on deck. Three-two pitch. Line drive base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
At the plate now, Cam Park, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Austin Anthony. First pitch on its way to third, taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. Now here's the pitch.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
That's wide, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitters count. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Pitch on the way. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Ben Zobrist will be next. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. Here's a look over to first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Pitch on the way. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Into the box, Jimmy Grimes. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. A ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes the count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Thank you, Heidi.
Jordan.
First offering on its way. Jason Jordan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. And it's 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate, Bruno Montañez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A ball and 2 strikes.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Martin Stacy.
To the plate now, Martin Stacy. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Chet Steadman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Adam Greenberg. First pitch on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Outside, 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
First offering on its way. Pete Armstrong is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0 home. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Digging in once again, Sammy Sosa. He singled his last time up. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in. Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0.
Ball 3.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jose Rincon. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Digging in and looking for more, Luis Ortiz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lenny Pruitt.
Ready for another shot now, Lenny Pruitt. First delivery to him on the way.
Well, count 1-0.
One-0 count. Here it is.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Ball 2.
And there's ball 2 now.
I got 2-1 the count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Brock Fernandez would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Mitch Rosado enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
For New York, number 36, Mitch Rosado.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Buckner.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-0 to him now. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
So now to the plate, J.C. Embry, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Embry is certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has been dubbed a second baseman, but I'll tell you what, everybody on this diamond either pitched or played shortstop in Little League. I guarantee you through the ranks he has touched shortstop multiple times, and this will not be too much for him to handle.
And he misses there, 1-2. Rosado has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. part of what makes him as effective as he is. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard to third. He's got it. And that's the first out.
The batter, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Settling in now, Jason Kipnis. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first, so he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
So it's second and third following the error. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Ben Zobrist. First pitch coming. Here it is.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
A dive. He's got it. He goes to first. He is out.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course he did that too.
Striding in, Jimmy Grimes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Check swing called strike. 0-1. Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Second and third, 2 away. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Cubs strand a couple. Still tied 1 apiece. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brock Fernandez. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2.
2-2, count.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 6, Cam Park.
Ready for another chance? Cam Park. First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box now, Austin Anthony. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Two out, nobody on. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Julio Teheran will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jesse Padilla is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Into the box now, Jason Jordan. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. He's set and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Good work that time from the Chicago pen. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. All tied at 1-1. Stepping in, Jesse Padilla. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Padilla.
Now the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Up high. 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Greenberg. First offering on its way. Runners on the move for second. He's got to hurry. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now in the box, Pete Armstrong. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And that misses 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit back up the middle, scooped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Standing in, Bruno Montañez. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. Right side, but it's well foul. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Armstrong comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The pitcher, number 36, Mitch Rosado.
Kevin Grant will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Kevin Grant.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Two and 0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-0 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Three and 1 to him now. Fastball in there, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 7, Jose Rincon.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Rincon. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Andre Cuba is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 30, Andre Cuba.
Ryan Buckner will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Buckner.
Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now batting, the shortstop, J.C. Embry.
In now, J.C. Embry standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Rincon is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Ball two now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Popped up. Park has room in foul territory. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Standing in, Ben Zobrist. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. he takes strike 2.
Boy, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Looped out towards short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Still tied 1 apiece. Digging in to try it again, Luis Ortiz.
Leading off with the Mets, the right fielder, Luis.
First
Ortiz.
delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Takes this the other way to right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate, Lenny Pruitt as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-0. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back safely. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Two and one after the foul ball there. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box, Brock Fernandez in the dirt, and now let's see. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Slow roller left side. In time to first, and there are two away.
The third baseman, number 6, Cam Park.
Stepping up now, Cam Park. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Kipnis is there. And that's the third out. Mets strand one. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Chip Pena enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Number 12 will grab a bat to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Nope.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So now to the plate, Jesse Padilla. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. That evens it up, 1-1. Pena, 33 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Adam Greenberg. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, 1 pitch coming. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
He's set. The 0-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. Score remains tied 1-1. Little takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Now batting, Austin Anthony.
Leading off to the net, the catcher, Austin Anthony.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Armstrong has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Up next to the net, the shortstop, Jason Jordan.
Gregory Navarro will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Gregory Navarro.
Fastball just inside. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And a swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here, 2 up and 2 down.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
In now, Bruno Montañez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, the 1-0.
2-0.
Hot shot to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Angel Sanchez comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Ronald Casilla is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 17, Gregory.
Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Sammy Sosa.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Sammy.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Your attention, please.
Ball one, no
A
strike.
defensive change for the Mets. Now playing shortstop, number 53, Ronald.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Sanchez, a veteran at 35 years of age. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now back, first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. The bouncer to the left side, right to him. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Stepping up to the plate, Hank Reardon. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Hank Reardon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Jose Rincon will be next. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Up next to the bat, the left fielder, Jose
Now
Rincon.
back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Rincon. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
At the plate, Luis Ortiz. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch.
Count's 1-0.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Kipnis. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in, Lenny Pruitt, and clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with 1 away. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
The 0-1.
1-1.
Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Greenberg is there. Let's see if they test it. And they will not risk it. So with 2 away now, that go-ahead run is forced to hold tight at third base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brock Fernandez. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Another chance to win it here to the bottom of the 11th. All tied. In now, Jason Kipnis as he's set to get the bottom of the 11th started. And the pitch. And it's fouled away. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Very high, 2-1. Now the pitch. To 2-2 now. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kipnis will take the turn and head for second now. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well.
Number 8, Chris Pan.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Runner breaks for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Possible winning run 90 feet away with nobody out. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. Possible winning run 90 feet away with nobody out. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
The pitcher, number 43.
Freddie Santiago will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out. Nicholas Horner will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 2, Nicholas Horner.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back in standing. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Possible winning run 90 feet away with nobody out. Line towards center field. Pruitt is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the Cubs have walked it off this afternoon.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, it wasn't a particularly long outing, but he really did a nice job of keeping his guys in it while he was out there. That's all you really hope for from your starter.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Luke Little gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.